we set an alarm for 6 to see this, and it's 5:30, and Sam just happened to hear all the balloons. Look at this, and you can hear all the burners going, just like that. We would have missed it if we had used our 6 o'clock alarm. How cool is this, eh?
It's beautiful.
It is.
It's a bit too close.
Good morning. Hello. We wake up to balloons, not one or two, over 160 of them, drifting above the Defender in the early morning light. We'd parked in Cappadocia knowing they'd be there, but knowing and seeing are different things entirely. One pilot came so close we could have handed him a coffee. Within a metre of the roof tent, completely in control, completely calm, we had to fly with him. So we tracked down the company and booked a flight the next morning. The pilot turned out to be the same man. So from the air, Cappadocia makes a different kind of sense. The fairy chimneys, the valleys, the scale of it, all of this shaped by volcanic eruptions that started, 60 million years ago. The soft rock left behind was eventually carved into homes, churches, entire underground cities by people who needed somewhere to hide. Because that's what Cappadocia was for most of its history, a refuge. The first Christians arrived here in the 1st century AD, hiding from Roman persecution, carving churches into rock faces that nobody would think to search. When the Romans stopped being a threat, the Arab raids began, so they went deeper. There are over 200 documented cave churches in this region. Most of the frescoes inside them were painted between 9th and 11th centuries. 1,000 years ago, someone stood in a carved cave and painted biblical scenes on plastered volcanic rock, and you can still see the colours clearly today. Who? finally, so we're out of the dust of the Cappadocia region. That was absolutely stunning out there, but so dusty. We've just spent an hour cleaning the car, the inside, well, Sam has, trying to get rid of some of the dust. Anyway, we're heading further east into Turkey now. I'm just climbing this hill. You can see behind me the Defender. We're at 2,000 meters, so that's why I'm huffing and puffing, although I shouldn't be. But I'm just trying to see what's at the top of this hill. See what's over it. So yeah, so like I said, we're heading further east into Turkey now. So we're gonna probably go a little bit further south, maybe towards the Syrian border, and see what's there, explore it a little bit. It's really quite nice here. There's absolutely nothing around. Just this little town way in the distance there. And we're just tucked in the little valley between the little foothills. But the air does feel a lot cleaner. Just yeah, without so much dust around. Anyway, let's see what's at the top of this hill. Made it to the top. Absolutely beautiful out here. There's just not a soul. Hear a nice sound? Let me put my brakes on. On the road to Mount Metre, we came across Kahta Castle, also known as Yeni Kale, New Castle, although new here means 13th century. It sits on a steep ridge above the Kahta River, snaking along the rock line in a way that doesn't look real from a distance. We nearly drove past it. We just stopped because some guy called out and wanted us to come in for some tea, so we did. But then we went back the next day and had a traditional breakfast. The people in this area are mainly Kurdish. Southeastern Turkey feels really different from the rest of the country. Older somehow, quieter, more tied to the land.
This is jam with
Okay.
rose.
With which?
Rose.
Oh,
rose, okay.
like a rose jam.
This is
Yeah.
grapes jam.
Grape jam.
Yes, this is honey. This is butter.
Okay.
Butter. And this is from the...
Thank you.
Oh, nice.
I can't see what it is.
Oh, it's neydi kayısı? I forget the name. Apricot.
Apricot.
Oh,
Apricot.
apricot.
And yogurt.
Apricot.
And this is...
Cheese from the village. Cheese.
Okay. Oh, very nice.
Cool.
In 62 BC, King Antiochus I had himself carved in stone at the same scale of the gods Zeus, Apollo, Hercules, and placed alongside them at the summit of Mount Nemrut, not below them, among them. The heads on the ground were knocked off by earthquakes. The bodies are still seated in their thrones. His tomb is somewhere inside the 50-metre mound of rock at the summit. Nobody has found it. We drove up, walked among them. 2,000 metres up, 2,000 years old. It's just one of those moments where you run out of things to say. Feel that air.
Nice little relaxing that as well.
That is hot. That's like a hairdryer. Stick your head out there next time you have a shower. What's the temperature? Good morning. It's 7 o'clock in the morning and it's already 32 degrees. And it's, yesterday afternoon we arrived here in Şanlıurfa, which is in the south of Turkey, only about 50 kilometers away from the Syrian border. And yeah, it's really, really hot. 42 degrees when we arrived yesterday in this forest here. We managed to find a few trees because there aren't that many places that we can go around here where there's some shade, and even under the trees it's just too hot. We even considered maybe even getting a hotel for the night. 42 is just a little bit too much, but it's going to be about that temperature again today. We're going to go visit a couple of sites here, and then we're going to go and find somewhere to do laundry because that's starting to back up a little bit as well. And hand washing is not really an option when you're on the move all the time because we've got nowhere to hang the clothes to dry, although in this weather they'll probably dry in 5 minutes anyway. So a bit of laundry today if we can find somewhere to do it, and then we'll move on from here. Maybe we'll go a little bit further east, or maybe try and gain a bit of altitude because this heat is just a little bit too much. We stopped in this region to have a look at a place called Göbekli Tepe. It's the world's oldest known temple complex, and it predates Stonehenge by 6,000 years, the Egyptian pyramids by 7,000 years. So it's around 9,600 years BC, and it was used for about 2,000 years, and then they deliberately buried it. There's one part here where you just look across the desert and you can just see the dust hanging in the sky, and you think, well, that's really quite far away, but then you realize you're actually part of that air, you just can't see it and you're just breathing it in constantly. We went over to Harran, which is in the Hasan-Liufa province as well. It's a town that's been continuously inhabited for 5,000 years. They've got these beehive houses which had the same design for about 3,000 years, built entirely from mud brick. We had a look inside a couple of them, and they're definitely cool inside. Over there in the distance where you see the smoke, that's Syria. Bye. So often. Get outside, eh? Could you get any closer to that chuck, please?
Yeah, and it's like they're both looking at the bloody at us.